President Donald John Trump was in Valdosta yesterday, November the 5th, 2020. Yesterday afternoon, I noticed that the mayor, Scott James Matheson, and city council members, I suppose, finally came to the conclusion that maybe because Donald Trump come to town, I don't know. But after 7 years of complaining and highlighting that your children, your parents, stationed at Moody Air Force Base, and the retired military veterans here in Valdosta was being disrespected by our city and county elected officials because they did not fly the Georgia state flag in their honor. Yesterday I noticed that this Georgia flag was on the flagpole. They also put up a Georgia flag on the city annex property, and I commend them for that. But did it take Donald Trump coming to town in the video I published a few days ago about not flying the Georgia flag? I've been talking about this for 7 years. Seven years. Former Mayor John Gale displayed a Georgia flag here years ago, but they took it down for whatever reason and didn't put it back, and I never stopped, and I will not stop talking about it. Not flying a flag over government buildings here in Valdosta. Today, Valdosta finally saw what Camilla, Georgia, Meigs, Georgia, Thomasville, Georgia, Boston, Georgia, Quitman, Georgia, Madison, Florida, Brunswick, Waycross, Blackshear, Homerville, and other cities across the state of Georgia and the other states across the United States do to honor our men, women, children, and the children of their deceased loved ones that died on foreign battlefields. Valdosta is a strange place. Very strange. A little place like Quitman and Adel know that they should fly a Georgia flag. But do you not know that the Southern Judiciary Courthouse, the Southern Judicial Circuit here in Valdosta, Lowndes County, do not fly a Georgia state flag as of December the 6th, 2020, after Donald Trump departed Valdosta last night. Did you not know that the conference center, the Rainwater Conference Center, still do not fly a Georgia state flag? Did you know that Moulton Branch School at Lowndes County School System do not fly a Georgia flag? Did you know that Valdosta Middle School, the Valdosta Lowndes County Museum, USDA, the 911 Center, the VA Hospital Clinic do not fly a flag in honor of the people that put their lives on the line for our freedoms? Yet on Veterans Day, Memorial Day, they tell us from the lips that sink ships we love our veterans. I've been saying for almost a decade now, the hell they do. The hell they do. Because if you care like I care, as a former veteran of the Vietnam era war, when I look up at the flagpole over the courthouse here in Valdosta, Lowndes County, Metro City, Titletown, USA, it grieves my heart as I think about the mothers that lost their children in Korea, Japan, Panama, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Uzbekistan, Syria, and other foreign nations around the world. But here in Valdosta, for whatever reason, Valdosta is a strange place, y'all. I've been saying it for quite a while now. Out of 60 to 100,000 people, I'm the only one that I know of that care enough about your children to say something about it. The wing commander at Moody Air Force Base, squadron commanders at Moody Air Force Base, the base commanders. It seems to me that somebody other than myself should say to the city and county of Valdosta and Lowndes County, what's wrong, man? What's wrong? I remember, my fellow Americans, when the old Georgia flag flew proudly over all these buildings. It flew over the post office. It flew over local businesses that I've seen them removed from. When the old Georgia flag was removed because it represented a symbol of hate. And do you not know that it was then and only then that they took that flag down. But they didn't raise the new flag. That's right, that's right. I got this documented. You wouldn't believe that I have pictures of the old Confederate flag over the city hall here. You wouldn't believe that I have the old state flag over the post office and the Valdosta Daily Times. Yeah, they flew it. Yeah. I'm not talking and I'm not saying anything that I can't prove. But you see, people don't understand that God have servants who care about his people more than just a membership in a church, a mosque, or a synagogue, or a temple. There are some of us who refuse to play the game. We understand the words of Jesus when he said, "For God is not mocked, for whatsoever man sow, that shall he also reap." We understand that he said those words through the white European Apostle Paul to the Galatians. But Jesus himself said in St. John 6:32, "And ye shall know the truth, and that the truth will set you free." You go to church, you clap your hands, you pay your tithes, you talk about how holy you are, and you talk about your religion being better than others. I understand you because I used to be the same way. But one day I fell on my way to the bus station. I feel like Apostle Paul, or let me correct that. I feel like Saul as he traveled that road, Damascus road, and when he woke up, got up, and removed the scales from his eyes, he saw with a clearer vision. And that's what happened to me. I stopped playing the religious games. I left the house of fear. I was telling a friend of mine that was stationed at Moody Air Force Base back in the 70s this morning. I hadn't spoke with him in over 10, 15, 20 years or more. And I told him the reason that most American people don't get involved in anything, they could be in church, they can be in mosque or any other denomination, but they live in fear. They live in fear. And I know what I'm talking about, because I used to be there back in the 70s. But one day I had a Damascus Road experience. And one day I finally heard what Martin Luther King Jr. said. And that is, if a man haven't found something that he's willing to die for, then he isn't fit to live. Don't y'all think that I just deal with this flag and y'all laughing at me because I do this and nobody else will? Don't y'all laugh at me for this. There's only one little small, minute thing that I have taken on by the grace of God. No praise due to me. I have a long list of accomplishments that I've done over these many decades here. You see, I was stationed here in 1975 at Moody Air Force Base. And I got a record of all of these things that I've ran across and accomplished for the people that don't even know my name. They could care less about me. They call me a sycophant. They call me a racist. Just like flying this flag in honor of your children, there are many other things that I have done in this community, across the state of Georgia, Bentonville, Arkansas, Omaha, Nebraska, and across the nation. You don't know anything about it. Because you see, the news media will not publish the accomplishments of black folk. You know what I mean? I've been down to Rosewood. Google my name in Rosewood. Got some 30, 40, 50,000 views on one video. What do you know about it? Normally, the Valdosta Daily Times or WALB or ABC or CBS will call me in for an interview. But you see, they don't want you all listening to people that make sense. They want you to believe that what I publish on YouTube on Boston G.B.R. is fake news, is foolishness. That's because they understand the words of the righteous and the holy Jesus, who said, and ye shall know the truth, and that the truth will set and make you free. And they don't want you free, because once you become free, then you'll start thinking outside of the box of incarceration and indoctrination, and you'll get up and walk as free men and women. And then you will be no longer controlled by those who controls the people that walk in the underworld. Being controlled by the underworld. But when you are resurrected, you are controlled by the overworld and not the underworld. Look at here, y'all have a nice day. Now, I'm gonna republish this video on my YouTube channel, and you'll see in a few days, they won't allow about 4 or 5 or 13 views. That's all they account, just like the rest of my videos. Many of my videos been out for 8 years, and they say it got 13 views. And I done had 30 people to call me around the world about that video. But because these wicked white folk, not the good ones, not the righteous, not the holy, but these wicked white folk, they don't want you to know the truth. So they don't even let the views come through. Have y'all heard me complain about that much? You know why I don't complain about them counting the views and being accurate about the views? Have you ever thought about why I don't even ask you all, like other channels, please like and subscribe to my channel? When have you all heard me say that repeatedly? Or tell you all to share this video? I don't ask you all to do that much. Because if right is in your heart, you're going to do what is right. But if you are a devil, then you're going to do what the devil do. This is why I don't get all upset about what Donald Trump does. I appreciate Donald Trump. I've been criticized that this morning. Got a call this morning from Bobby Worth over in Waycross. Told me, said, Ryan, they criticizing you talking about you a Trump man. I don't worry about what they say. I know who I am, and God know who I am, and he know that Jesus said, my sheep know my voice, and a stranger they will not follow. The greatest thing we can have at this dispensation is the truth. So when somebody tell you that's fake news, you don't have to go to church. You don't, really. Most churches shut down anyway. Thank God. I had my Damascus Road experience. If you don't go to church and if you strive to do right, be right, live right, treat your neighbor right, God said he would give you an unction from the Holy One would be inside of you. And he said that unction would lead you and guide you into all truth, so whatsoever he has commanded you. And so you will not be deceived. So when you see people being deceived by anybody, not only Donald Trump, and they can't see that they are following the very dictates of Satan, don't you complain about them. They can't help themselves. Jesus said, not Jesus. The book of Ecclesiastes 8:8 says, no man hath power over the spirit to retain the spirit. Jesus said, for as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. Now, you all are asking me, Brother Ryan, you're talking too long. I can't help myself, y'all. I'm not reading from a script. I'm reading from the script that God scripted out and put in me from a child. I don't worry about you disliking me. I really don't care if you don't ever thumbs up. I really do not over concern myself with that. I wrote a book. It's on Amazon called Tribute to an Unknown Soldier. I wrote that book. I woke up one morning at 3:30 in the morning. And the God of my ancestors said, get a pen, put it in your hand, man, and paper and write. I woke up at 3:30 in the morning. And at 6, I had wrote that book. It is now in publication and on sale around the world. And it's not what you think. I don't talk about it much, because I'm not concerned about wealth in this world. I retired from the military, but I don't hardly get enough money to be above the poverty line, but I don't want for nothing. Rhymes, you make that much money? No, man, no. My grandmother with a 3rd grade education said, live within what you make, man. And that's what I do. Don't want for anything. I don't never work 2 jobs in my life. Never. Except when I had a business for 14 years, and a year before I got out of the military, I was working my business and in the military. My late wife, she never had a traditional job. And my daughter, tell you today, she went to Fort Valley State College. My oldest boy went to Fort Valley. They never wanted for anything. You say, Ryan, well, how did you do it, man? How did you do it? Well, my grandma taught me something. And I'm going to close on this note, y'all. She said, keep your things in your britches. Don't make babies like little rabbits. And walk away from your responsibility. Don't get tied up on a feeling beneath the belly button that will cost you the rest of your life. I never was hooked on drugs, never an alcoholic, didn't do the crazy things that I saw my friends do, because I listened to my grandma. That's who brought me up over in Brooks County. And I thank God for it. When I was in Okinawa, Japan, they had the whorehouses, or namanua they used to call it. My name ain't on that book. No woman in Okinawa can say I took her to bed and did the things that many people were doing, even the married ones. And I'm not boasting. I'm not boasting. Please understand that. But I want you to know the truth of why I was able to maintain a family. Because I took my money that I made, I gave it to Ruby and our children. Yeah. You know what I mean? Some men give all their money away when they get to be 40, 50, 60 years old. Y'all have a nice day. May God bless you. I hope this will help some mothers to teach their sons how to stand up and be men, especially in the black community in times like these. Now y'all see I've drifted away so far from the flag until I needed to shut up. Every word I said was about this flag. Because if there's a war, they will call your sons to go fight for this nation. But they won't fly a flag in honor of them after they put their life on the line. Y'all have a nice day. May God bless you. I know some of you all will never say, thank you, Brother Irons. Some of you will never put thumbs up. You do what Judas Iscariot. And you do what others did in the volume of sacred law. You call me a many dirty names. Yes. The people that I've helped over the years, gone into the courtroom and fought for them with the cameras of the free press and capturing the news that the traditional news media wouldn't publish. These same people talked about me like a suck-egg dog behind my back. And I would go right back and do it again. And my friend would say, Ryan, they talked about you like that and you right there doing it again? And I would tell them, you don't understand what God have given me. You see, the work that I do, if y'all notice, I'm almost always by myself. Brother Ryan, why do you walk alone? When Jesus rode into Jerusalem, the only life source that came in with him was the jackass that he rode on. That's right. And then, when Jesus left here, who was with him? Did not Jesus say to his 12 apostles, did I not choose you 12 and one of you is a Judas? Jesus knew Judas. He knew what Judas was going to do even before he did it. That's why I don't get angry with you all when y'all sit down to have coffee with me and tell me all these lies about how you love what I'm saying and won't even give a thumbs up. I'm not angry with you. I'm not angry with Donald Trump. I just thank God for you allowing God to use you to fulfill his scriptures, as David said in the volume of sacred law as I close. And what did David say, Brother Rhyme, as you close? My own familiar friend, who sat at my table, who drank wine with me, who dined with me, have lifted up his heels against me. But then God gave David something else. God gave him this world. God gave David these words. And after I mentioned this quote from God to little David, I'm going to mash the finish button and I'm going on about my business. God told David, and David understood it. He said, touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm. This is why I don't come out after. You can't prove where I struck out after nobody. After all the names they call me, you can't find nowhere on no video or on the blogs back in the 70s when I used to do blog before I started doing video. You can't find where I struck out at nobody. Then they done called me a lot of names. My life been threatened, but you don't see where I came out at them. Why, Brother Ryan? Since I don't know who God have called, I don't know who God has sent, I don't know who God have put in my way as a stumbling block to make me better, so I treat you all as being used by God. So when you put a stumbling block in my path, I just look to God and I say, Lord, I thank you, because they're only going to make me better. Donald Trump is going to make America better. You didn't know your neighbor yesterday, but you know him today. Y'all have a nice day. May God bless you, and God bless Donald Trump to continue to do what God have assigned to his hand to do. Don't y'all be so hard on him, man. Don't be so hard on him. Look at Pharaoh. Look at Jezebel. Look at the most wicked of people that you can remember. And God got the glory. Yes, he did. God got the glory. Y'all have a nice day. I want to thank you all for listening. When you talk like this, people see you come on Facebook. First thing they do, they hit the... What do you say to the people who are watching you on Facebook? Are we going live? What message you give to the young people who are listening to you as a little 3-year-old?
My daddy always says that a man who sleeps on the floor will never fall out the bed. I don't know what that means, but he says that all the time. A man who sleeps on the floor will never fall out the bed.
Greetings. This is the Get To Free Press, and I'm George Boston Rhines in Valdosta, Georgia. And as I think about the young people of the world, I just wonder if I had the opportunity to talk to somebody of a younger mindset, what kind of answers would they give me? I'm asking you to invite your friends. I haven't used this channel to invite my friends, but once we get started on this interview, which is going to be very brief, but I love talking to young people, maybe not this young, but y'all just sit back as I begin to talk to someone who may be of interest to you this morning, right after Thanksgiving. And y'all know me, I don't play games because I don't have to, but it might be an exception today, okay? I have a young man with me. I met him the other day, and I found him to be a very interesting person. What's your name?
David.
Okay, we're talking about David here, okay? How old are you, David?
I'm 3.
You 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Do your parents ever let you watch TV, such as political aspects maybe of Donald Trump or what's going on in the world? If so, how do you view the world as far as the presidency, our current president?
I don't like Donald Trump because my mommy said he's not right. And he said, my mom said that he's crazy.
Your mother say he's crazy?
Yeah. And she said that if he was president, that we should move away from our area, from the United States of America. She said we should move.
Say you should move?
Yeah.
Why?
Because my mom said that we're gonna be slaves again.
Slaves?
Yeah.
Well, what do you know about slaves?
Not much.
Oh, not much. Okay.
No, 'cause I wasn't around
You.
when we were slaves.
Okay. All right. Well, I just thought I would ask you a few questions. And well, what do you think about President? What that guy named Giuliani? Giuliani, whatever his name. You ever heard of him?
Yeah.
Of New York.
Really bit. Not a lot though.
Okay. Well, he represented the president as the president attorney. What do you think about that?
He crazy too.
He crazy too?
Yeah, he's stupid. Anybody that watches Trump's crazy. That's what my mommy said.
Oh, what your mama said?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's your daddy take on Trump?
My daddy said that he's absolutely crazy. My mommy said crazy, but my dad said absolutely crazy.
Okay, I see. Well, I very seldom have an opportunity to listen to a 3-year-old that can talk like you have. What grade are you in?
I'm in the first grade.
You're in first grade?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was homeschooled, so they say I'm smart, but I don't think I'm smart. I just think that my mommy takes a lot of time with me.
Your mama take a lot of time with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Huh?
I don't like it.
You don't?
Too much school. I want to play Fortnite. I want to play video games. I want what else? Yeah, I just like playing video games.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, what do you say to the people who are watching you on Facebook? Are we going live? What message you give to the young people who are listening to you as a little 3-year-old?
My daddy always says that a man who sleeps on the floor will never fall out the bed. I don't know what that means, but he says that all the time. A man who sleeps on the floor will never fall out the bed.
To all of my Facebook friends and family, I don't know where he get that the first time I ever heard that, but I do find it very difficult to fall out of the bed when you're laying on the floor. So, wait, before I go, I'm gonna ask you one other thing. Where does babies come from?
I can't tell you because I'm too young. I'm not supposed to know that. But it's not a stork. It's not a bird. It's different. I can't say why because I'm too young. I'm not supposed to know that. But I will say this though. Nobody brings anybody a baby. It takes a man and a woman. That's all I can say though. That's it.
Okay. Okay. All right. As I close, I thought I was closing, but I got to ask you another question. Do your parents ever let you drink beer or coffee or anything like that?
No, they told me coffee stunts my growth. And I'm only 3, so I want to grow. And beer alcohol is not good for your body. That's what my mama told me.
Okay. All righty. Okay. Do you have a computer, a tablet, or anything like that? Or you know how to do anything with electronics?
Yeah, I know how to write paragraphs on the computer. I know how to do a lot of stuff because I homeschool, so my mommy always makes me work.
She always make you work?
Yeah, it's not fun.
Okay. What do you want to be when you grow up?
When I grow up, I want to be a veterinarian.
A who?
A veterinarian.
Okay.
Deal with, I think I read deal with animals.
Oh, you can read too?
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, enough.
Do you know how to spell your name?
Yeah.
Spell your name for me.
D-A-V-A-D. No, D-A-V-I-D.
Okay. All
David.
right. All right. Well, that's enough for today. Maybe I can interview you again somewhere in the future. But I'm sure that, when I first met you, have the mindset that you have, I just want to share it with people here. I'm in Valdosta, and I didn't know a person like you was even. Are you from here?
No, my mommy is African, and my mommy African, and my daddy is from Russia.
I think I'm gonna close, y'all. I want to say good day, and I just want to share that, y'all. Don't y'all laugh at me. I told you I didn't tell you what you get.